Thank you for joining us, Dr. Quinn. Tell us more about this initiative.
Well, this is very exciting. And I actually spoke with 5 coaches from 5 different high schools in the district, and they assured me that JPS is doing everything they can to ensure the safest environment possible for our athletes and also other extracurricular activities such as the band. Some of these protocols are before practice, every student has to get a temperature check. And if the temperature is elevated, they have to go get evaluated by a provider. They have to get evaluated for symptoms of COVID-19. If they have symptoms, they have to go get evaluated and return with a negative test. Also, if they've had significant exposure to someone with COVID-19, they cannot practice. They have to be away for 14 days. This is very good, but they also do social distancing measures such as not a whole lot of children in the field house at one time. They're discouraging showers. That's a little bit rough, but they're just doing everything they can. Even children have their own water bottles so they don't drink from a common drinking source. They're doing everything they can to make it as safe as possible.
And so how can sports and other extracurricular activities like band be helpful to students?
I mean, there's so much research out there right now, and overwhelmingly, the research is demonstrating time and time again that sports and extracurricular activities are very beneficial to our young students. I mean, it shows improvement in their memory and their critical thinking skills, and also their socialization, just working with other students in sometimes very difficult situations. I mean, I played football and sometimes it got very, very stressful out there. That's good because they get used to it and how to interact with the other students and adjust and move forward. And these skills, they can go on all the way into adult life and give your child a better chance of being successful.
So how can sports and other activities help students heal from the pandemic too?
Well, I'm going to read a quote from the superintendent, Dr. Green, wonderful superintendent with JPS. He quoted in a recent interview, "Some of our scholars face serious behavioral, social, and emotional challenges due to the long periods of isolation with this pandemic." And it's true, there's been a lot of anxiety, there's been a lot of depression. A lot of our children have been suffering, but sports has overwhelmingly along with extracurricular activities such as the band, research has shown that it helps with emotional development, it helps with emotional recovery, and that's so needed right now. I mean, a lot of my parents are very skeptical about sending their children out to play sports and be in the band. They're like, "Dr. Quinn, is it safe?" And I talk about risk versus benefit. There are risks, but JPS, our district, we're doing everything we can to decrease the risk by putting these precautions in place, and the benefits are overwhelmingly great for our young students.
All right, the students are going to be headed back to school to do the in-person learning now, so it's going to be a different year, but getting back to normal, right, Dr. Quinn?
That's right. We're going to get back on track to learning and being successful.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.